Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about how action inspires motivation. Have you ever hung around just waiting for inspiration to strike? Maybe you had work to complete that needed a more creative thinking, but you just weren't feeling it. You might even have tried various things, to find some motivation. I don't know, maybe scanning Pinterest or maybe looking for inspiration in nature by taking a walk. Did it work? Well, chances are you might have found a little bit of motivation wrapped up in inspiration, and it might have launched you for about 10 minutes or so. But then now that feeling is coupled with the idea that maybe you just weren't capable of creativity, or maybe you're just lazy. See, the problem is that seeking out motivation first, you're putting the cart before the horse. So motivation works best when after the action has already started. So if that's the case, then what can you do to get motivated? Well, the first thing is start by doing something, anything. Any action itself inspires motivation. So by using motivation of a project that you're already engaged in, you're able to use your current forward motion to encourage you to keep going. It's like the difference between the carrot and the stick. We've all heard that classic analogy, right? To move a donkey forward, donkeys are pretty stubborn, right? So you have two choices if you want to get them to move. One is to use a stick. And in this case, the stick is the old way of motivating ourselves, where we try to force ourselves into action by throwing a lot of, you got to do this. You must do this now. You need to get off your butt, get busy, right? Those kind of statements at ourselves. But in starting action first, we now switch over to the carrot or the reward. So the method of motivation is much more positive because you're looking at the fact that you're already doing something and asking yourself to keep going. So think, hey, hooray for you. Look at how much you've gotten done already. Let's see how much more you can do. Doesn't that sound better than, oh, you lazy, get off the couch, get busy, right? So here's some examples about how you can just get started doing something. You want to get motivated to work out? Don't start by thinking about your workout if doing so has overwhelmed and prevented you from working out in the past. I know this works really well. This works for me. It really does. Instead, just do something. Just get busy, like putting on your gym clothes. This tiny little action, putting on your gym clothes, actually often triggers your mind to direct you to the next appropriate action related to what you just did, like go to the gym or get going on your workout. I know for me, if I think about going to the gym and I think about and have to work out, it's like I never will get there. But if I can just get there, once I'm there, I'm fine. I bet you probably agree with me, right? I don't have any problem working out once I'm there, but it's just getting there. It's getting your clothes on, getting there, driving there. So just take that step, put your clothes on, get in the car, drive. Don't worry about the next thing. And you'll find the motivation as you go. You want to get motivated to stop procrastinating and do your work and get busy, right? So rather than thinking about all the thousands of different things that you have to do today, a good getting started action would be to pick up your most important project right now and then just pick one simple thing you can do in this moment to move that project forward. So, if you need to reply to some uncomfortable emails, tell yourself that all you need to do right now is just simply start typing your replies. You don't have to send it yet. Just start typing. And then set a timer for 15 minutes and start writing your responses. Don't worry about etiquette or spelling or whatever. You can address that later. And don't even worry about finishing it. You can save what you started in the draft folder if you need to, right? The idea is just to get started. You're going to naturally find yourself coming back to finish it soon enough. It's just getting started. So the other problem, though, is sometimes action alone isn't doing it, and we're still forcing ourselves along. That's where the second method comes into play. The second method is act as if. So the idea behind this method is simple. You just act like you're already motivated, and amazingly, you'll feel motivated. I know, huh? Who knew? Seriously, but it's kind of like making yourself smile when you're not happy, only to find out that once you're smiling, you feel happier. Have you guys noticed that? Have you noticed how that works? If you tell yourself, I may not be happy, but I'm going to smile, and before you know it, you're like Yeah, I'm happy, right? So together, these two tools are going to motivate you even when you're not feeling inspired initially. Just remember, action is key. Action leads to motivation, not the other way around. And any action is better than no action at all. It doesn't even matter if it's something that puts you on the right path or not. What's more important is that you're moving. And that's because motivation isn't a straight line path, you know? It's just like everything else in our lives, up and down, right? So your actions, no matter how small and insignificant they might feel, they generate emotional reactions and inspiration, which then motivates you to take the next action. It's kind of an endless loop of action, inspiration, motivation, and more action, meaning you can jump in at any stage you like. So act first. The motivation will follow, and you'll be amazed at the difference. So, hey, now I'd like to hear from you. Do you ever feel unmotivated? What helps you get into action and start feeling motivated again? What helps you get going when you just don't feel like you have it, right? Get down in the comments and share with us. I would love to hear your thoughts and your stories. So please share in the comments with us. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.